have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. How about this? They'll try the option, left side. And no pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. So certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. To throw, Cousins. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Here's Cousins. That'll be caught. Rager with it. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
Well, the Vikings at 500, 3-3 through the season's first 6 weeks. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well. Now Cousins. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You look at this Niner defense.
They were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's about what you consider the break-even mark. If you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be...
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Anthony Barr comes rumbling in for the sack.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. 2nd and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is 1 play from stalling out.
Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long.
Go ahead.
Looking to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 31-yard line. 3rd and 19, no problem as they're able to convert.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for something?
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
Dre Greenlaw getting home on that one.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They just do get the play off. Now Cousins. Going underneath, he's got Hockenson.
This defense for the Niners very strong in that victory a week ago.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I'd have to say a very solid performance.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10.
Gun.
Now a handoff to Chandler.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Play action now. Cousins.
That's complete to Chandler on the check down.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 18 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. Cousins on the keeper. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. It's Cousins on the sneak. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. The San Francisco defense trying to hold tough again. This is 3rd and goal. Cousins to throw it this time. Rolling to his right. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. C.J. Ham, his 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Vikings put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead.
Well, these guys scored touchdown after touchdown in that win a week ago. So how do they come out this week? Same way. They got that momentum going, a touchdown on the opening drive.
I think it's safe to say that they're in a groove, isn't it? I mean, a lot of times we've seen where teams have scored a ton of points the week before. The very next week struggle to score almost as if they used it all up. Not in this case. This group appears locked in.
We're going to have to make some adjustments if you're on the other side of that football. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud.
And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Lance and the 49ers now. 1st and 10.
At their own 23.
Here's the Pro Bowler, Christian McCaffrey. And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line. So from the 26-yard line, here's the 2nd and 8.
And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I've played with that have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team would say, yeah, we called him the disruptor. And that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Lewis Seen.
And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Let's go now.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
In motion, Dorsett.
And they'll go on the ground.
Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Now Cousins. Throw left side complete. That's Chandler. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up.
Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, are going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
They go play action. Cousins. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Here we go.
3rd and long for Cousins.
This one caught by Osborne, right side.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33.
Out there is Rodrigo Blankenship in the field goal unit. Blankenship's kick is good.
And that will extend their lead even further.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
This fielded right at the goal line. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
51 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. On second down, McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal. Samuel, a 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Niners are back within a score. Jake Moody now for the point after.
And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown.
And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
And he stopped immediately there. Off the play fake, Cousins.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. A give running left, it's McCaffrey. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Deebo Samuel with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Niners will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Moody good with the extra point.
And the lead is now 14-10.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive.
The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Cousins now. Making the catch, this is the tight end, Oliver. That one covers 29 yards. First down. Cousins now from the 50. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Final play of the half, Cousins. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we're at halftime here on a Monday night. As we'll send you down
Final
to
adjustments being made in the locker rooms. We're just about ready for the second half from Minneapolis.
Coach.
And for the call, let's rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half.
And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Starting the second half with a run by McCaffrey. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
Now Lance throwing on second down.
Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. McCaffrey running up the middle. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11.
Throwing now is Lance. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted.
Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And the Vikings are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10.
And a gain of 4 gets them right to the midfield stripe. On play action, Cousins.
And he's got this to Jefferson. Through the middle of the field.
Touchdown, Vikings!
Justin Jefferson.
50 yards!
And the Vikings have retaken a third-quarter lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And it's now 17-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Here's McLeod from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled. Inside the 20.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, You're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
76 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. And quickly they get to the line. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
So that run play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty.
Now this time they'll throw it. Here's Purdy. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Lewisine. And the Vikings are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
So now it's 2 straight drives that end with an interception.
And the first interception, they ended up getting 6 points out of it and taking the lead. Now they have an opportunity to increase that lead after their second pick on 2 drives.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. How about this? They'll try the option. Left side.
On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Up the middle they go. It's Tucker, and that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Play fake. Cousins completes it to the fullback Ham. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
Hold on a second. Was that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who says it? The slot receivers are the only guys who can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch. Really nice job there. Showing good hands and an ability to get upfield.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
Cousins. He'll buy some time right. And that is incomplete.
But he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Nice job understanding the situation. 3rd and long, kept the play in front of them and made the tackle. They gave up a good chunk of yardage, but it does force a 4th down.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll try and run for it. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
That was a particularly nice play because not only was it his job to force the play inside, he was actually able to fold inside himself and make the tackle ultimately. Very nicely done.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Up the gut, McCaffrey.
And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. This is McCaffrey on the give. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey.
The 20.
Down the right sideline.
Touchdown, 49ers.
Christian McCaffrey with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the 49ers have taken a 4th quarter lead.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone. I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass. Let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
The extra point try now for Moody.
It's up and good to make it 21-17.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 17 yards, first down, Vikings.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
They'll try to throw now. Cousins. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
What a way to wrap up the week. Now a big play. It's third down.
Cousins to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Here we go. This is fourth down.
Yellow, yellow, yellow. Where's the hot?
Desperation time. Cousins on fourth down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Niners take over in terrific field position.
They got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down.
Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down.
Now a give, right side McCaffrey. He's having a big game running the football, but that will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And that'll make this a 7-point game.
So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Cousins finds his tight end Oliver here outright.
And he will get out of bounds to stop the clock as he picks up maybe 8, and that's all. Here's 2nd down.
Here's Cousins. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you've got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
So they'll quickly now signal for the timeout. And it's definitely not looking good, but at least they'll have one final play to hope for that miracle and get them in the end zone.
This is 1st and 10.
One last shot now for Cousins.
Open man is Tucker.
Room here to run. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
That was a long shot, but they did get one final chance to try to score and overcome this small deficit.
don't really get drunk. Put my deuce up, I will not live in apology. Lose the opportunity, you suck. Gon' make way for a prodigy.
Nobody do it better than me, not incredibly. I do this competitively, uneditably. These falling silent when I walk up in the building. Worry about their future like I'm here to snatch their children. That line was brilliant. How I'm not already in the millions? Am I not the picture of resilience? Why they test my patience? Hyping all this lame. No one got a brain, they just be liking all the same. This is what the I'm in on industry games. I'm convinced that nobody is speaking my language. I'ma get it ass, so listen close when I say this. After every feel stainless. I can make a fiend go. Everything I wrote gon' smoke, so dangerous. I can make an Einstein feel brainless. But look on the bright side, hope yield changes. I'ma get it started, please give me a pardon. Cause this the type of beat that get the whole crowd marching. Time to shut it down, we made the whole town Spartan. I'm from outer space, so all my homegirls Martian. It's about to get critical, this moment is pivotal. Here to feed the streets that say my influence umbilical. We gon' make it grimy, devil get behind me. Told you I'm the best, I done said it with my chest. So for real, nobody try me.
Down in the new town, I already feel that it's eyes on me. I'm getting looked up, down with these big crowds, they already gone by the size of me. I don't really get drunk, put my deuce up, I will not live in apology. I wish you lose the opportunity, you suck, gon' make way for a prodigy.
And I say, one for the money and two for the love. We the new era, so whoever may feel they above. Live in delusion, that's an illusion, it's absent. Keep it together, don't act like you didn't know what it was. I'm on a whole nother planet, I'm about to show you. This wouldn't work if we planned it, meaning you won't understand it. We have to rings like a Saturn, this feel like splitting an atom. We got involved with the pattern, so now we up and we at 'em. Watch out for my evolution, around and start a revolution. I am more than a being, I'm an institution. If I gotta reiterate, that's where I'ma lose it. It's my world and I'm generous and let y'all peruse it. How obnoxious, she ain't got a conscience. She's okay with being a little absurd and pompous. That's because I kill it, then stick around just to haunt it. Waiting on my thank you, be grateful that I would even let you watch it.
Down in the new town, I already feel that it's eyes on me. I'm getting looked up, down with these big crowds, they already gone by the size of me. I don't really get drunk, put my deuce up, I will not live in apology. I wish you lose the opportunity, you suck, gon' make way for a prodigy.
Gonna catch your breath for a second. Look at your neighbor and check him. We bout to march, so if you not get to stepping. I done told you who I am. I'm a force to be reckoned with. I think just be mad because my voice is so decadent. I'm setting a precedent. No mistakes and no accident. We ignoring the standard set cause our lowest is passionate. This alone is a classic hit. I'm a verb amongst adjectives. If the industry full of then my words is a laxative. I'm a maniac on these beats. I'm insane and it's not discreet. I'm enraged because y'all ain't see it. I'm spraying on every street, entertaining no whack opinion. Who's saying we not elite? I'm over Balenciagas. I'm changing into my cleats. It's go time. It's showtime. I ain't calming down until this place is a ghost town. Tired of the faking. We bringing back Motown. No sparing this go round. I'm taking no prisoners, so prepare for a showdown.
Down in the new town, I already feel that it's eyes on me. I'm getting looked up, down with these big crowds, they already gone by the size of me. I don't really get drunk, put my deuce up, I will not live in apology. I wish you lose the opportunity, you suck, gon' make way for a prodigy. Down in the new town, I already feel that it's eyes on me. I'm getting looked up, down with these big crowds, they already gone by the size of me. I don't really get drunk, put my deuce up, I will not live in apology. I wish you lose the opportunity, you suck, gon' make way for a prodigy.
Never leave the house without the pack. Where my at? Take an L and try to double back. We ain't doing that. Say she mad, but I know it's cap. I've been through with that. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up. made myself a promise young. I would never work a day job, put it in the safe, never know when I'm gonna need that. Came here with my gang, you don't know where your homies at. Gave you a lot of game, you don't owe me back. You say you a boss, gotta show me that. Never leave the house without the pack, where my at. Take an L and try to double back, we ain't doing that. Say she mad, but I know it's cap, I've been through with that. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up, need someone to hype me up.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Green Bay Packers. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from Lambeau. Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here we go, back.
And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Let's go now. Smith, red.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. Give him 15 yards to start their first drive of the game. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Love looking to throw it. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The job becomes twice as difficult now after the the sack. It's 2nd and 20.
Love going to give this one to Jones.
And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
It's now 3rd down and 4.
Here we go. 6. Mega. Ready?
Glove.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Play action. Now Jackson. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From midfield now, here's Jackson. That's caught inside the 20. And in for the Ravens touchdown.
Devin Duvernay, 50 yards. And the Ravens have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. They said that they wanted to get him involved early, and what a way to cap their opening drive, Charles. We know he's one of the fastest receivers in the NFL, and he showcased it on that play.
And when you have a guy like that, you want to make sure the defense sees him early, right? You want to see how they're going to adjust, how they're going to try and guard him, because they can't replicate his speed in practice unless they've got one of the few guys who are as fast as he is. And all it took was one drive. He burned them, and I don't think it's the last time they call his number in this one.
Nixon now from his end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
At their own 14-yard line.
Ready.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is. And his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader.
Ready.
Throwing. Love.
Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs.
And they'll be stopped at the 28. On a play that started at the 14, they pick up 14. On 1st and 10, Love.
Open man left side. It's the tight end to Guerra.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. They will throw again here with Jordan Love.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Odafe Owe.
Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it. And the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted.
And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line.
So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And that is incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
And he's going to be met at about the 43. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. To throw now. Here's Love. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
Okay,
too
ready?
long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Love now. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And this is caught. Touchdown, Packers. Bo Melton, 41 yards. And the Packers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Wow, talk about a big 4th down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense and you give them... for it having that type of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one again complete as well. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. To throw again is Jackson. Forced out to his left. taken down, but he does have first down yardage. After one, a one-point game, 7-6.
With the score, Ravens 7, Packers 6.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down from the 31. Here's 2nd and 6.
Hey, middle.
Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson.
And his throw is going to be incomplete.
That one was tipped in the air and became almost a 50-50 ball. No one came up with it, so it turned into an incompletion. But remember, on the previous drive, he threw an interception. I think that one almost caused well, not almost. I think that one caused a mental flashback for everyone. Threw the pick before. Could this turn into a second one? And how did that alter the game for him?
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 21. Jackson.
He'll swing this out to Dobbins.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Again, Jackson. Flush to his right.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Here's Jackson. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown.
Rashad Bateman on a touchdown throw from Lamar Jackson,
as his guys are able to extend their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is up to 8.
Ravens 14, Packers 6. Justin Tucker to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Nixon now from his end zone.
Keyshawn Nixon on the return. The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
Finding space at the 40.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Love now to pass on first down.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
This is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
On second down, it's Jones.
And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
White. Ready.
On third down, Love.
He has it complete to Christian Watson.
And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the first down. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll bring up fourth down.
Come on, set.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Matt LaFleur, some confidence in his offense. His guys going here on 4th down.
Red, cycle.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. Throw over the middle, caught by DeGrom. And he is going to have a Packers first down, and he'll have it by plenty, as it turns out to be a big gainer there on 4th down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the shotgun to give to Jones. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. They'll go again to Jones. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. The clock rolls as the Packers look to hurry things up. Love to throw for it on 4th. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. That's a Packers touchdown. Aaron Jones, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Yeah, touchdown. I love it. Now it's only a 2-point game. I know it's the first half, but you got to think. Go for 2. Tie it up. Go into the locker room. What are you doing? Come on.
You're bold. You're bold.
It's real easy to be bold sitting up here rather
is,
than
right?
down there and making that decision.
We don't have to make those decisions. Either way, little time left on the clock here in the second quarter. We'll see how this all plays out. And he will get into the end zone again, and he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
For most people, the excitement of the kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Jackson trying to hustle his unit up quickly to the line of scrimmage. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And his throw here is incomplete.
And his drive was almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion, one more good rep, and they get off the field.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Throwing is Jackson. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
That's pulled in at the 32. A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
Here we go, set.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And with great starting field position up near the 50, they might be one completion away from stealing a late field goal here.
Ready, ready.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Let's go now.
So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. They'll start out on the ground with Jones.
And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Here we go.
6 yards left on 2nd down.
Love looking to throw it. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Ready.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Ready.
Final play of the half, Love. Over the middle here, it's hauled in by Watson. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and they take a 17-14 lead. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this 3rd quarter. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the 2nd quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On 3rd and 1, Jackson. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. Jackson throw brought in here by Bateman. Room to maneuver at the 35. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. They'll run with Dobbins. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson hooking up with Mark Andrews. And the Ravens have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker, sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Nixon now from his end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
Here we
The
go.
Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are we going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Ready.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. Again, it's Jones. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. They'll go with Jones.
And it's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line.
They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
If he writes a book in the offseason, he ought to title it Undaunted, because where he is on the field, back on his own side, and goes for it, and gets it, I got to give it to him on that one.
Yeah, only thing you can justify it with is it was only a few inches that they needed. If it's 4th and 2, probably doesn't do it. Hey, he got it. Give him credit.
Yeah, but if they don't pick it up,
then you're in trouble.
Yeah, they're giving points to the other team at that stage.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Here's Love. Caught by Wilson. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down. A nice safe throw and a good one.
We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
I couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here.
To the air again, Love.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Jalen Armour-Davis. And the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage.
And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. Play action. It's Jackson. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line. It's a sack.
Bateman, they'll go in motion right here.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Ready. Ready.
Dillon now on 1st and 10. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Ready.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Ready.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble to bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to... And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Still on his feet. Inside the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth quarter lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Nixon now from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
They're on the 17-yard line.
Here we go, set.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and to watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
First down, going to the air with Love. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
David Ajabo
In there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning.
They'll come up now on 2nd down.
Black open. Smack, red. Hut, hut.
Love now on 2nd down.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack. Now they force the incompletion on 3rd and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted.
Picked by Kevon Seymour.
And the Ravens have just about sewn up this football game.
When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
Jackson to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Now he'll let it go deep right side. That is intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. And my, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
And I've just got to think to myself, at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas, no brakes,
Here we go.
you better
Here
have
we
the
go.
emergency lever to pull occasionally. They could have used it right there. They put themselves in a tough spot with that interception.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. But that won't help at all as he's down at the 4-yard line. Second down, another shot for Jones. But that won't do much good as he is tackled at his own 7. Here's third down at 5.
Shot, 17.
That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
Drill green. Set, cut.
Love looking to throw it. Able to find Jones. Now he's loose again. Now look out to the 20. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th. Wow. What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the 4th quarter.
And partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this one away.
Carlson back out there now to send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Jackson. Connecting with Andrews. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Jackson to throw. The way he's thrown the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like that, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Here's Jackson. Buying time to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Well, hard to catch your breath. Another big play looming, 4th and 3. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Now he's loose at the 40. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here.
Even when I'm down bad, yeah, I know how to bounce back. 'Cause you know
cool kids. I'm out here sweating like a preacher in the pulpit. Even when I'm down bad, I know how to bounce back. I know I got her, and she look good, don't she?
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay.
Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Green Bay Packers. Here's Anders Carlson set to get this one started, and we are underway here at Lambeau. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to break. Not a good one. To throw at the outset, here's Hurts.
Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He's got a man complete.
How about this? Racing to the end zone.
Touchdown, Philadelphia. Quez Watkins, 82 yards.
And the Eagles have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau.
Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
Love going to break the huddle, lead the Packers up here 1st and 10.
At their own 26. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
If I'm making excuses, and I am, sometimes the sun can be difficult on a ball like that. That looked like it was going to be right there, but it's in and out of his hands. And a potential big play goes by the wayside.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. That's taken in by the tight end, Josiah DeGuara.
And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
That's a gain of 8. Ready? Brings up 3rd.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
It's a gain of 25 yards on the play.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones.
Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. To throw now, here's Love. And this one's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Now Love. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. It's Sidney Brown with it.
And now the rookie's free. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
Jake Elliott on 4 the point.
Well, we went went from scoreless to 13-0 in a hurry. First, their offense had the touchdown, and now the defense comes through with one.
You can't get a better 1-2 punch than that. Pop a touchdown offense by getting one on defense. If they keep that effort up, you'll take the other sideline out of this one very quickly.
Nixon now from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first. Oh, another ball up for grabs here, and this one is intercepted. Keely Ringo picks it off.
First down 10 at the 41-yard line.
On first down, Hurts. And he will find his man on the outside. From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. Hurts sets up to throw it. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Quez Watkins, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Eagles take a 3-touchdown lead. Boy, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
Nixon now from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Let's go.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
On second down, Love once more. He'll find DeGuara complete. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
That's good. For the Packers, first down.
Love now to pass on first down. Flushed out right. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Well, you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards. They're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3.
Black shot.
Love looking to throw it. Eyes the crossing route and hits Watson. Room to maneuver at the 35. And he has another first down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 33. Throwing. Love. And complete once again to Watson. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Love now. Escaping the pressure right. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
Partner, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting at 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Ball had
his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
And that's a play to applaud because these RPOs, things happen so quickly. And that ball's out of the quarterback's hands fast. He read it and reacted and was there to hit him as the ball arrived at the receiver. Big-time read, big-time play.
Ready?
They'll run it with Jones. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Eagles defense able to hold.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at their own 26. Eluding the pressure right.
Hurts fumbles it. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
And, oh, that one's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up.
Boy, that ball's just hanging up there waiting to be intercepted. That looked doomed from the start. But they took the deep shot anyway, and fortunately, it winds up incomplete.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Now remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on 4th. They're going to try a second time. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Eagles defense able to hold.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. Down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play.
From the 42-yard line, here's a 2nd down and 4. Hurts.
And he's got his man on the out route. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
Throwing is Hurts.
And he will find his man on the outside. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here's Hurts to throw.
And a quick throw here, that's complete.
He'll get it inside the 20.
And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Quez Watkins
on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Eagles are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Well, you talk about a team coming into an opposing stadium and just taking the life right out of a crowd. That's what we're witnessing here. 27-0, Charles.
And this defense, they've just looked completely unprepared for what's been thrown at them. And you know they're supposed to adjust series to series. That has not happened for them, so I don't think halftime adjustments are going to help a heck of a lot. They are in major trouble unless they figure out something really fast.
Nixon now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Ready.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes goes for it on fourth down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride, the offense. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson, 59 yards. And the Packers get a bit closer. Carlson's extra point up and good. And it's now a 28-7 ball game. So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And this is caught. Touchdown, Eagles. Quez Watkins on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns.
And the Eagles are able to widen their advantage.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the route is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Nixon now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same time.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Keely Ringo picks it off. And the Eagles are going to take over here up near the 40.
They'll come out throwing here on first down.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's brought down at the 19 after a gain of 19. First down in the red zone. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Jordan Love ready on first down here. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
The Love's throw brought in by Watson. Touchdown! Christian Watson with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Packers are able to cut into that deficit. Carlson's extra point up and good.
And that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. We'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
They'll look to throw.
He's going to get that to Swift underneath.
And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have two remaining here before we get to halftime.
And Hurts not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it.
They're going to try and throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position.
Down. Ready?
On 1st and 10, Love flush to his right. And the ball comes out. Love lost it. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see. They go play action with Hurts.
Going deep here for Watkins. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Eric Stokes. And nothing comes of this last-ditch attempt at points as time will run out on this first half.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter.
Nixon now from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Come on.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any one of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive.
There he goes, left side. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Packers.
Christian Watson. 63 yards. And the Packers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Carlson's extra point up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Carlson back out there now to send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. Hurts sets up to throw it. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Green Bay, Wisconsin is the spot. Third quarter inside Lambeau. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10.
Being chased out left. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. And they're going to speed things up here.
2nd down. Here's Hurts.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long.
They'll set up to throw.
Out route, and it's complete to Brown.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to make it 4th down.
So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal.
Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. The kick by Elliott is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So this drive maybe didn't end with the same kind of success they had in the first half, but they do add 3 to their lead.
And defensively, I think they went in there at halftime and made a pact with each other and said, look, we can't let these guys keep driving it right down our throats. Not perfect giving up 3, but a much better start than the way they played in the first half.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Okay, Frank.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Here's Love.
He'll find Aguara complete.
And he goes out right around the 39. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Now Love. Flushed out right. Looking downfield for Jones. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Glove. He finds his man complete. That's Reed. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 37. To the air again, Love. He'll find his tight end here, DeGuara. Still going. And it's a Packers touchdown. Josiah DeGuara. 37 yards. And the Packers are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Carlson's extra point up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. And they decide fairly early here they need the ball back, so here's an onside kick. And the Eagles hands team able to cover it up. I know they're down, but starting the third quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen. Steal a possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
And he's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Packers' 21-yard line.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts. Out to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass. They'll look to throw here. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4. We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away for pretty good yardage, and that time they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
At their own 18-yard line.
Ready.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. They'll throw again. Here's Love on 2nd and 10. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. He'll drop this underneath for Jones.
And he is stopped just short on third down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10.
A short gain that doesn't get him the first down brings up a fourth down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
Let's go now.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Smash, red.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
Throwing left side, and Watson has it. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on fourth. Here's 1st and 10. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Oh, I don't know if he's sensing contact to come or what, but that's a ball he'd love to have back. That could have gone for big yardage, but it just didn't want to stay in his hands. That's a tough break.
Love's throw pulled in by Melton.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
An important one here, no doubt. 3rd and 4.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
Here we go. This is 4th down.
Desperation time here. Love on 4th down. And unable to break away.